If you're not familiar with Sniffies, it's basically a hookup platform for gay guys. I know what you're thinking. Aren't there plenty of those already? Isn't there Grindr already and all the other carbon copies of Grindr? Yes, but Sniffies takes it a little bit further, and that's what I want to discuss in this video. I would describe Sniffies as Grindr on steroids, but I also wonder if Sniffies is the future of gay dating and hookup apps, and if it's the next kind of like generation of what platforms like Grindr will eventually have to succumb to. Just like Grindr, Sniffies is GPS based. There isn't even an app for it because it's way too controversial to get approved by the App Store. You'll find out why in a second. The first thing it prompts you to do when you go to the website is either you can create an account or you can log in anonymously. What that means is that as soon as you log out or you close your browser, your profile basically gets deleted. So it really takes this anonymous hookup thing to the next level. Now, the reason I call it Grindr on steroids is that most people who have a profile picture on there literally have a nude photo as their profile picture. They cut straight to the chase. Do you like these goodies or do you not? They may have profile information, but just like Grindr, for the most part, people are just looking for something very carnal and visual, and they lead with that. Unlike Grindr's grid system, which shows you the closest 100 profiles around you, Sniffies actually shows you a map visual to indicate a frame of reference for distances, like who is closer to you. You actually have a visual understanding of how close these guys are to you. I want to know in the comments, have you ever heard of Sniffies? Have you ever used it? Do you actively use Sniffies? If Grindr is the fast food hookup solution, I would say that Sniffies is like the microwavable food option, meaning it's a step ahead. You don't even have to leave your house. You don't have to wait. You literally pop it in from the freezer to the microwave. It's even faster than ordering, fast food at the drive-thru. Of course, this is polarizing. You could say it's serving a need that has always existed, right? Before modern technology, it was cruising in the park. It was going to an adult theater, going to, a gay bar or a gay club. So I think it's just the more modern version, and people don't necessarily realize that this kind of cruising culture has always existed. At the same time, I think it's important for us to question how transactional these apps and platforms are getting. I mean, they already are that way, and I think we're leaning more and more into that direction with, these platforms like Sniffies, where it's all about this instant gratification and sort of cutting out the humanity of connecting with a person. We keep hearing about the fears and concerns over AI, artificial intelligence, and yet I almost feel like people aren't seeing the bigger picture, that as humans, we're sort of becoming AI ourselves. Like, we're becoming robots, right? You see this profile on a platform like Sniffies, and the humanity of this process is kind of stripped away, right? It's basically like you're talking to your screen, even though you're actually dealing with a human being on the other end. I want to know what you guys think about Sniffies. Let me know in the comments below. So curious to hear.